For centuries, London stood as the beating heart of an empire, a crucible of industry, invention, and ambition. Its grand avenues whispered tales of wealth, power, and unyielding progress. A city that had conquered the world was about to be conquered by an odour. Yet, beneath this veneer of Victorian triumph lay a fatal flaw, a festering shame born of its very success. The Industrial Revolution had swelled London's population to unprecedented millions, each contributing to a colossal problem: human waste. The advent of the flush toilet, a marvel of convenience, ironically worsened the crisis. No longer collected in cesspools, millions of gallons of raw sewage, combined with industrial effluent and slaughterhouse refuse, were now dutifully channeled into the River Thames. The mother of London became an open sewer, a liquid graveyard of disease and decay. For years, the scientific community clung to the miasma theory, believing bad smells caused disease, making the stench not merely an inconvenience, but a terrifying harbinger of death. Politicians debated, engineers warned, and the common citizen endured. But concrete action remained elusive, a testament to parliamentary gridlock and bureaucratic inertia. Then came the summer of 1858. An unseasonably prolonged heatwave descended upon Britain, drying riverbeds, slowing currents, and baking the putrid contents of the Thames into an unthinkable, concentrated horror. This was no ordinary foulness. It was a corporeal entity, an unseen adversary that rose from the murky depths. Parliament, conveniently situated directly on the banks of the Thames, suddenly found its deliberations profoundly interrupted. The Great Stink had arrived. The Houses of Parliament, symbol of Britain's global dominance, became the epicenter of an olfactory apocalypse. Curtains were drenched in chloride of lime, parliamentary papers were soaked in carbolic acid, and members fled their chambers, clutching handkerchiefs to their faces in a desperate, futile attempt to escape the invisible assailant. Lawyers in court struggled to breathe, judges pondered cases in rooms filled with disinfectant fumes, and the very act of governing became a heroic feat of endurance. The stench wasn't just sickening, it was incapacitating. It wasn't just a smell, it was a public health emergency, a psychological torment, and a national embarrassment that pierced the very fabric of Victorian self-assurance. London, the greatest city on earth, was brought to its knees by its own refuse. The solution, when it finally arrived, was born not of altruistic concern for public health, but of sheer, undeniable personal discomfort. The Great Stink forced Parliament's hand, leading to the rapid passage of legislation and the appointment of a visionary engineer, Joseph Bazalgette. Bazalgette's response was monumental, a colossal network of intercepting sewers, pumping stations, and treatment works, a testament to human ingenuity when faced with an undeniable, nose-wrinkling crisis. His ambitious plan, built against immense odds, not only cleansed the Thames, but effectively eradicated cholera from London, saving countless lives. What an invisible killer couldn't achieve through fear, an unbearable smell, accomplished through profound disgust. The Great Stink remains one of history's most striking lessons, that even the mightiest empires, the most advanced societies, can be undone, or sometimes undone, into action, by the most fundamental, often ignored, problems. It's a profound reflection on the sheer unpredictability of nature and the astonishing complexity of human inaction, until, of course, the consequences become utterly, unmistakably unavoidable.